Hello Pisces, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here with your November 2025 mid-month general reading. We are looking at the second half of November. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. Please do subscribe and like. And if you know any of your other sign placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, watch those videos as well for additional insight. If something hits home with you and you'd like to explore what it means in your own personal life and situation, how it works out, or you just like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, we are coming up on the holidays. And while you can do this any time of the year, the holidays are a great time to give personal readings as gifts because they're easy and they're personal. Something to consider. But if you're interested, email me, Maggie the number one McGuire at gmail.com. You can click on the description of this video below to see those contact details as well. I cover all areas of life, love and romance, relationship compatibility, career, work, money, investment. I do 6 and 12-month overviews, different types, costs, lengths, spreads. Something for everyone, and I'm very diligent about the timely scheduling of personal readings too. So if you're interested, email me. Okay. Pisces, water sign of Pisces. Let's see what the second half of November is bringing in. We have the Eight of Coins, work, dedication, effort, attention to detail, kind of nose to the grindstone, projects, study. It can represent your actual job, work, business. If you're a student, study. Any projects you might be working on, the efforts you put into your day-to-day life. It takes determination, perseverance, effort, dedication, because we're at the Eight of Coins. This is already putting in the work. You already put in a lot of work towards that ultimate goal. We have the Six of Coins, or Pentacles, the Six of Earth. This is about giving and receiving, needing to be more open to giving and receiving. Could be that somebody's being sort of breadcrumbed here, like they could give more, but they're only giving a little. Next, we have the Six of Cups, a card typically associated with the past or things that we have a history with, people, places, situation, old friends, old lovers, old jobs, childhood, nostalgia, looking at things through rose-colored glasses, right? Your crowning energy, your primary focus for the second half of November, Pisces, is the Three of Cups. This is a card of partnerships, teamwork, everybody coming together with different ideas and different talents and skills, agreeing on what the coming into agreement or trying to come into agreement with what the common goal is and how to achieve that. So it's a card of collaboration, working together to build something, teams, team projects, team collaboration, which of course involves compromise, negotiation. This can also be a card of mediation, like in legal mediation, or trying to come to an agreement with people you may not even like, but you know, you have to kind of figure it out. You have to kind of come together and figure out what's important, that you can't compromise, and what you can be more flexible and fluid on. For many of you, this may be a work or project situation. Some of you, it might be a legal situation, or, the underlying theme here, it's a general reading. The exact details and intensity will vary, but it's the underlying theme here is about getting everybody on the same page. Is everybody still on the same page? Or getting everybody on the same page to agree who does what, whether this is a team project, work, study group, whether it's a legal mediation or not, trying to figure out who's responsible for what, who gives what, and is everybody doing their part. It may involve someone that you have a history with. But that can mean a lot of things. It can mean friends, co-workers, romantic partners. All right, let's take a look first at the crowning energy, the primary focus, which is the Three of Coins or Pentacles. The Hanged Man, the Five of Wands, the Chariot. Somebody's not doing their part. Or, I mean, there's conflict here in the Five of Wands. Maybe arguing, petty disputes, going around and around and around about the same old thing. Everybody vying for the same thing, whether it's vying for the same position or everybody wanting to be right. There's some kind of conflict going on here. Chariot, success through perseverance, determination, willpower, hard work, ambition, focus, keeping all the moving parts, staying on top of all the moving parts. But then we have the Hanged Man, which is somebody who's trying to gain a different perspective, hanging back. I feel here like the source of the conflict, Pisces, is either somebody's not doing their part, you feel somebody's not doing their part, or they feel you're not doing their part. They might be arguing that they need, or you might be arguing that there needs to be a better work-life balance here, like maybe the reason or excuse that somebody's using is a balance between their personal life and their work or study life. But it feels like the conflict here is the conflict is about the feeling that somebody isn't putting in the kind of work, the attention to detail that they need to be. It may be that this is a project that requires you to pull energy from other areas of your part and focus it there. But, all right. Let's take a look at the Eight of Coins, the Eight of Earth. This can be in business, work, projects, study. It can be in relationship at home as well. So clarifying the Eight of Coins, we have the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, home, family, the family community, the happy home. And then we have the Seven of Swords, which speaks of hidden motives. It can represent deception. Look, if you're in any kind of common project, business, something like that with a close friend or family member, there's a bit of an energy here about needing to be careful, be aware. Because when the Eight of Coins shows up with the Seven of Swords, there's something going on under the surface, because the Seven of Swords, while it's simplistically a card of strategy, it's a very selfish, self-oriented, self-serving card. Doesn't necessarily make it a bad card. We all have to be that way sometimes. But something is not seen, something is going on. And when it comes to the Eight of Coins, somebody may be taking advantage of their position, taking advantage of their relationship or connection with you, or you with them. That's not in the best interest of everybody involved. Secondarily, it could be somebody needing to have a healthier balance between their work or study life or whatever that, the earth energy thing that you're focused on is, and your personal home family life. But I am getting an energy of needing to be really cautious and wary of anybody that you're kind of collaborating with or working with. Let's take a look at the Six of Coins. Giving and receiving, perhaps breadcrumbing. Somebody's not doing their part. It may be that on the surface they're showing a certain camaraderie or collaboration, but they're not really living up to what they're supposed to be doing. Nine of Swords and Six of Wands, clarifying that Six of Coins. Look, somebody may be, I feel like for some of you, somebody is taking advantage of something in a way that is not to the benefit of everybody that it involves, right? Like there's a sense of somebody having their own self-serving motives and taking advantage in a way that doesn't contribute to the group as a whole, for their own advancement or their own meeting their own needs. The whole crowning energy of the Three of Pentacles is people working together to achieve a common goal and being kind of dedicated in that. And here we have somebody that feels like they might be appearing this way, But they have their own, but there's something selfish and it's taking away from the group, or they're trying to take advantage of that in a self-serving way and not really caring what the collateral damage is here. And it may be because of that some of you have fears and concerns about whether or not you're going to be able to achieve that success, whether or not you're going to be able to meet whatever the expectation is or whatever the goal is here. I feel like somebody's taking advantage of either their relationship or their place, right? Let's take a look at the Six of Cups. And it may be that you're struggling to see them in that light because of the connection or because of the relationship. You don't want to see them that way. Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, Four of Pentacles. There it is. The information, the news, the information and knowledge gathered that gives you a pretty clear perspective on things. And we have the Four of Pentacles here, which is holding on very tightly, protected, guarded, stingy. Somebody is not doing, not only is somebody not doing their part, but they're taking advantage of something here in a way that doesn't benefit the ultimate goal or the other people that are working towards this ultimate goal. I mean, this whole reading, I don't usually get readings, general readings especially, that are focused on this exclusively, but this whole reading for at least a certain group of you feels like a warning that you need to be more aware of the people around you. And you need to not be as tempting as it is, particularly if the people around you or whoever this turns out to be, you have a long-standing relationship or their family or friends or something, some kind of history there. Don't allow that to the temptation is to look at it through rose-colored glasses here, and you're being asked not to do that. Okay. Advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. Secondarily, somebody may be struggling between a work-life balance here, and they need to achieve a bit more balance in their life. Ten of Wands, Six of Cups. We have the Six of Cups twice, that card of history and connection and rose-colored glasses. The Ten of Wands is the end of the rope, the completion of a cycle. I can't do this anymore. This is too heavy. I need to lay this burden down. I need to let go of this with that Six of Cups. It's needing to see the situation clearly, needing to see the person clearly, so that you can make an informed decision based on truth and fact. If it's some of you that are struggling with your work-life balance, you're going to have to let go of something in order to create more balance. We have a specific person showing up here, the Queen of Pentacles. Might be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody who shows up like that. This is a general, it's showing up as a queen, but it's a general reading, so it could be male as well. King of Earth, King of Money, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, you know, same thing. And the Lovers, which is a card about significant relationships, choices that are either about the relationship or that affect the relationship, and to ask yourself if what your true values, your moral and ethical foundation with, if what you're doing in your life is in alignment with that. If the people that you allow in your life or the job, whatever situations, is this in alignment with my true values, my moral and ethical foundation? Because if not, then some pretty significant decisions need to be made here. For some of you, there is a relationship here of some kind, and the two of you, it doesn't look like the two of you are, or at least are not anymore, in alignment with what the ultimate goal is. And you need to be aware of that and make decisions accordingly. Again, the temptation is, regardless of what the situation is for you, the temptation is to look at it through, these rose-colored glasses here in the Six of Cups. Because of how you feel about it, because of what you want it to be, because of the history that you have. But Spirit is saying, look, it's time to lay that down. It's time to look at things, to gather the information you need, to, be the little spy that the Page of Swords is, to gather the information you need so that whatever choice you make it with the full facts, as much as possible. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Pisces, those are your messages for the second half of November 2025. For those of you for whom they made sense and hit home and resonated, I hope it was helpful for you. Gave you some guidance, some clarity, or at least some food for thought, something to chew on. If it did resonate with you and you'd like to explore it further in your own personal life and situation, or you just like the reading style, again, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or possibly as a gift for someone else, email me for more information, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description below of this video to see those contact details as well. I would be absolutely delighted to hear from you, to work with you. Again, those of you that are celebrating Thanksgiving during this time period, I hope you have a wonderful, safe, peaceful, joyful holiday. I will see all of you shortly. Be safe, be well, many blessings to you, and I hope to see you back here again very soon. Bye-bye.